You know that saying, they don't make M like they used to? Well, when it comes to Silverados, it's true. And today, I'm going to prove it by showing you the 5 Silverados that mechanics with 30 years experience consider unbeatable in reliability. And look, number 3 is going to surprise you because everyone thinks it's problematic. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Garage of Time, the channel where we separate real classics from disguised bombs. I spent the last few weeks talking to 15 different mechanics, from neighborhood shops to Chevrolet dealerships. The question was simple: which Silverado would you buy with your own money? The answers were so consistent it was actually shocking. And before we dive into this definitive list, if you're the type who'd rather have a truck with 200,000 miles than a brand new one with questionable warranty, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell because here we speak the language of people who really know trucks. Silverado number 5, 2003 to 2006 Cat-Eye with 5.3L Vortec. Starting with the enthusiast favorite, the Cat-Eye Silverado 2003 to 2006 with the 5.3 Vortec engine. Why is it reliable? First, simple and proven design. This generation, known as GMT 800, was the last before GM started overcomplicating things. The 5.3 engine from this era is a masterpiece of simplicity. No AFM to cause problems, no complicated fuel economy systems. John, a mechanic for 28 years in Dallas, told me something interesting. Man, I've got customers with Cat-Eyes running 280,000 miles on original engines. Just oil changes and filters. It's a battle tank disguised as a pickup. The secret of the Silverado? Generous factory tolerances. While modern trucks need specific synthetic oil and religious maintenance, the Cat-Eye accepts even conventional oil and still purrs happily. Known issues? Fuel pump around 125,000 miles and eventual frame rust if you live near the coast. Other than that, just gas it up and go. In the used market, a good 2005 goes for between $12,000 and $18,000. Sounds like a lot? Compare it to what you'd spend maintaining a same-year Tacoma. Silverado number 4, 1999 to 2002 with 6.0L Vortec, 2500 HD. Number 4, brutality in truck form. Silverado 2500 HD 1999 to 2002 with the 6.0 Vortec engine. This one's for those who need power and reliability. The 6.0 engine from this generation is basically indestructible. 300 horsepower, 360 lb-ft of torque, and built to handle hell. The secret? Over-engineering. This truck was made to tow 10,000 pounds every day. If you use it for commuting and occasional heavy work, it'll last longer than your retirement. Mike, shop owner in Texas, has one with 237,000 miles. Never opened the engine. Never. And I tow heavy equipment every week. It's the most reliable truck I've ever owned. The 4L80E transmission that comes with it? Another reliability legend. Handles absurd torque without complaining. It's the perfect pair, immortal engine with immortal transmission. Points to watch: fuel economy, you'll get 10 miles per gallon city if you're lucky, and some 2500 HD specific parts can be pricey. But reliability? Unbeatable. Prices? Between $10,000 and $15,000 for a decent example. And believe me, worth every penny if you need a work tool that won't leave you stranded. Silverado number 3, 2007 to 2013 with 4.8L Vortec, the surprising one. Now the one that's gonna shock a lot of people, the Silverado 2007 to 2013 with the 4.8 Vortec engine. But wait, isn't this the problematic generation with AFM? Yes, but the 4.8 doesn't have AFM. That's the secret few people know. While everyone runs from this generation because of the 5.3's AFM problems, that damned cylinder deactivation system, the 4.8 flew under the radar, simple, reliable, and cheap. Paul, fleet mechanic in Houston, revealed, "We have 12 2010 Silverados with the 4.8, all with over 190,000 miles. Maintenance? Basic. Major problems? Zero. It's the most underrated engine GM ever made. 295 horsepower may seem small, but remember, Less power equals less stress and more durability. This engine running at 2,500 RPM all day will last forever. Bonus, since everyone's scared of this generation, prices are ridiculously low. I saw a 2011 regular cab with 110,000 miles for 7 grand. With 2 grand in preventive maintenance, you've got a truck for the next 15 years. Issues? Oil pressure sensor that fails, $150 to replace, and eventual steering column problem, recall done on most. Other than that, it's bulletproof. Silverado number 2, 2014 to 2018 with 5.3L Ecotec 3 without AFM, work versions. The runner-up, Silverado 2014 to 2018 with 5.3 Ecotec 3, but only the WT, work truck, versions and some customs without AFM. What do you mean without AFM? Don't all Ecotec 3S have AFM? No, and this is another secret worth gold. The most basic work versions came with the same engine, but with AFM deleted from factory. How to identify? Engine code L83 instead of L86/L87, usually in single cab or regular cab base models. 355 horsepower of pure reliability. Robert, Chevrolet mechanic for 15 years, confirms the work trucks from this generation are indestructible. It's the perfect combination, modern technology with old school reliability. Efficient direct injection, but without AFM complications. This generation also has the advantage of coming with the excellent 6L 80E6 speed transmission. More economical than the old ones, but still robust. In the market, a 2015 WT with 95,000 miles costs around $22,000. Expensive? Yes, but it's the perfect combination of modernity and reliability. And with current truck prices, it's actually reasonable. Problems? Weak AC condenser, chronic problem of this generation, and eventual 4x4 actuator failure. But the powertrain? Bomb-proof. Silverado number 1, 1999 to 2002 with 5.3L Vortec, the absolute queen. And the absolute champion of reliability, Silverado 1999 to 2002 with first generation 5.3 Vortec engine. Why is it number 1? Simple. It's the perfect point between modernity and simplicity. Has reliable fuel injection, but without excess electronics. Has comfort, but without unnecessary complexity. The 5.3 LM7 engine from this generation is legendary. Ask any experienced mechanic what's the most reliable engine GM ever made, and 90% will say LM7. Iron block, aluminum heads, forged pistons, super efficient lubrication system. It's an engine that was designed to last 300,000 miles and GM nailed it. Mark, V8 specialist for 20 years. If someone gave me $1 million to choose one truck to cross the country without being able to do maintenance, it would be a 2000 Silverado with the 5.3. Without thinking twice. The 4L60E transmission that comes with it, if properly maintained, is also very reliable. Fluid change every 40,000 miles and it'll accompany you for life. In the market, a 2000 in excellent condition costs between $8,000 and $12,000. And here's what's interesting. 3 years ago, it cost 5 grand. It only appreciates. Issues? Fuel pump, $400, and eventual injection harness problem, $500. But these are problems that appear once in 250,000 miles. So that's it, folks. The 5 Silverados that experienced mechanics consider the most reliable ever made. And notice the pattern? The simpler, the more reliable. The less unnecessary technology, the more durability. So, do you have any of these? Or know someone who's put crazy mileage on a Silverado? Comment down below because I want to hear these stories. And tell me, which of these would you buy today? The classic 99 to 2002, or would you risk a newer one? If this video helped you better understand the world of reliable Silverados, drop that like button and share it with that friend who wants to buy a truck, but is afraid of regretting it. Next week, I'm going to show you the 5 worst Silverados you should avoid like the plague. One of them literally melts the engine from inside. I'm serious. Until then, folks, Stay safe and happy trails.